Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 7 of the When in Doubt podcast. This is the first time... This is the first time in a while we've had 4 boys. And if you can't tell, it's been a minute for Jack. We got Hayden.
Gavin.
Noah.
Jack.
And we are back. Clap it on. Yeah! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the episode. This is going to be exciting. We got some of the boys back, and it is Happy New Year, because when you're seeing this, probably, it is...
Definitely.
Definitely. It's 2025, so Happy New Year.
We'll see you all next year.
From the When in Doubt game.
Shower till 2026, guys.
Exactly. So shout out to everybody from the When in Doubt gang. Happy New Year. And we're going to jump into a little 2024 recap sort of vibe. You know, we did kind of a little Spotify wrap last episode, which... a little unfortunate that we didn't have more guys here for, but at the same time, now I looked up, well, I didn't really look up, I'll be honest, I used ChatGPT, but I looked up.
We went in depth and researched topics.
Exactly. We went
you.
in depth and researched topics on the biggest sports stories of 2024. So we're going to go through some of the, if these two keep eating chips, I'm going to personally tar and feather both of them.
I'm chewing so quietly, you can't even hear it.
Yeah.
But we're going to go through some of the
The Bizics.
the biggest sports stories in 2024, you know, kind of get our takes on them. I mean, Gavin also mentioned we might do something else related to, what were you saying? Like, oh, the most exciting thing that happened in 2024, like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, why are you saying it like that? All right.
Okay, then.
Let's start it off at the top. I think the biggest, can you guys guess? What do you think the biggest thing in sports that happened? No. What?
Starting off with the top.
Okay.
Oh, the Pacific Ocean. What I wouldn't give to be there right now.
We're gonna start it off with the. This is gonna be a train wreck.
Are you good?
Sorry, guys. Inside joke.
The Paris 20. Yeah, that is a good joke.
Yeah.
Oh, the Olympics.
The Paris 2024
They
Summer
happen every
Olympics.
4 years.
Oh, yeah.
Happen every 4 years. Happen this year. I mean, I guess the biggest thing was Simone Biles' return to the Olympic Games after her yips / the twisties last year.
Last year.
Not last year, but the last Olympics. So it's been a while. Obviously, there's a lot of exciting stories in there. We had a whole, go back, this is a shout out to ourselves, go back and watch our Olympic episode. We did an Olympic episode just a bit ago. I'll pop it up on screen right now. But go check that out if you haven't already. What?
Nothing. You're not going to put it up.
Yes, I will. I'll put a little thing in the corner.
Right over my face?
Yeah, I'll put it
Yeah,
right
put it over
over.
Gavin's face.
We'll see if he does that.
All right, I will.
He will.
Hey, wait. Now he has to.
All right, that's crazy.
What did you do?
No, nothing. Next, moving on. We got the
Wait,
topic.
the Olympics.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
The Olympics. What about that one Australian dancer? We all saw her, right?
Oh, Raygun.
Raygun.
Yeah, the weirdo, yeah.
The breakdancer.
Yeah.
Breakdancing. Do you think it'll come back?
I honestly, it has so much potential, but
No.
it was bad.
So much potential.
It's like, okay.
Have you ever seen like a really good black guy just breakdancing?
Okay.
Why not?
Why does that matter?
This is anti-racist.
So I
because-
can't breakdance?
No, you can't. No, you can't. Because they're actually.
No, you can't. He goes, no, you can't. Where are you going? Jack is literally trying to breakdance.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's actually really cool to watch. Like watching someone breakdance who's good at it is amazing.
Yeah,
It
it's
is so
impressive.
great.
It's impressive.
But the Olympics just didn't do it right. Like I looked up Olympic breakdancing highlights and it was awful.
Man.
I have a hot take, and my hot take is that all sports that are counted based off of a judge's vote are normally not, like, they're hard to be qualified of how, like, who's actually the best at it. Like, for example, things like diving or like figure skating or gymnastics. It's I
there's
understand,
not an obvious winner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you watch gymnastics, somebody who doesn't know gymnastics, and I showed you somebody, yes, okay, there's going to be some people I'm like, oh, you can tell that person was better. But if I showed you somebody's floor routine next to somebody else's floor routine, I hate to be that guy, but unless you're like I'm showing you Simone Biles versus some high schooler, you really can't. There's not going to be a major difference where you're like, oh yeah, that girl is so much better. Like if I
isn't that like the point of sports? Is like striving for perfection.
Well,
like
obviously that's-
football's a game of yards. You know, like football's a game of inches. You know, like one lineman's hold. Like everybody. You know, like there's all that little stuff. Baseball is a game of whatever. You're hitting a ball. Like it's 100 miles per hour. You got just a window of that. Like a 350 average and a 351 average really don't mean anything in like the course of a game. Right?
Yeah.
Like the one guy could be way better than the other guy. Like it doesn't come down to like. I don't know, like just a judge's performance, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think in general, obviously, also to be fair, the judges are extremely qualified people.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's not like we're taking some random Joe off the street that we found at Quick
Would
Trip.
you say like a Supreme
But-
Court judge is very qualified?
Yeah.
I actually saw an article about this recently. What are you?
Where are you going with this?
No, listen. That Supreme Court judges are more likely to rule innocent and be lenient on sentences if they didn't miss their lunch break. And if they did miss their lunch break, they're more likely to convict guilty in longer sentences.
Really?
It's a study-
What does this have to do with gymnastics?
Because it's the same thing. If a judge is having a better day, he's going to be giving better numbers, and if he's having a worse day and just had an argument with his wife,
It's something where it's like it's not like a set
It's
winner.
subjective.
It's not like
It's
this
subjective.
person won the race.
It's all
this
about
team
being
had more
subjective.
points. It's like it's all about the perspective of
Would
the
you
judges.
rather have robot judges then, or like umps, like use like a
Well,
VAR
for the Chiefs,
in
yeah.
soccer or whatever? Yeah, for the Chiefs.
I think there's definitely certain sports that could benefit from more AI and tech use in
Football?
reffing. Football. Why are we? I've said this 1,000 times on the podcast. Why are we having some old 85-year-old dude run out in the field and be like, "I swear I saw his knee go down there"? No, you didn't. You can't see
But,
crap. There's 100 black guys and white guys.
Stop! No!
There's a
But
Stop.
sometimes that takes away the fun of the game. Like look at like soccer, the VAR, right?
True.
Like the guy's like his little pinky, is across the line of offsides or something. He doesn't actually have an advantage on the guy to get the goal, but they're
Yeah.
gonna call it back. They're gonna call it offsides.
Have
If
you-
you look at any given football play, there's probably like 15 penalties going on there at one point. Right? Like there's probably at least 5 holds.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
probably like at least 2 pass interferences, and there's probably 1 roughing the passer. If we use today's definition.
But
So,
now these days you can't even like celebrate too much. Like
Exactly.
that's what pisses me
one
off.
too many pumps, and then they're like,
Have you seen that? Have you
Got
seen
the third
the-
pump.
the
the-
Keen Peels.
No, I was gonna say the VA. I think was it VAR? The soccer dude who was behind the line, but his package was over.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
gosh.
literally- His
Yeah.
Like-
schlong was too big.
Like his entirety was by
His
behind
entirety
the
of
line.
body
then
was
he's got-
yeah.
I know exactly.
little spot over the
there's
line.
no advantage.
That
but
is-
they call him
that
off
is-
sides.
That's a
That is
huge
aura
advantage.
right there.
That's an advantage.
On
That
and
is-
off the.
Okay.
All right, Gavin, calm down.
So
Versus
yeah,
Glazer.
I think. I mean, I don't even know where we got on this tangent because I was gonna start a different topic completely. But
Paris, I think.
yeah. Okay. Well,
Wait,
moving
who's in
on.
Paris?
Moving on to the next topic.
Oh, we're not on the air anymore.
Yeah. Moving on to the next topic was the quote rise of women's sports, but specifically Caitlin Clark and what she
Okay,
did for
Caitlin
the
Clark.
WNBA. I mean, it's undeniable.
I'm not like trying to hate on women's sports, but what I don't like about it is that all these like people, like especially in the calm down, especially in the WNBA, before Caitlin Clark, they're like, oh, we deserve to be paid as much as the men, and like, oh, like people should watch us, people should come see us. And then Caitlin Clark comes into the league, and like it gets super popular. She sells out stadiums, like jerseys, everything is selling, and they're like, oh, it's just Caitlin Clark, like it's not actually watching for us, like. But they're watching. You got exactly what you. Why are you still complaining?
That is a good point. I
I
didn't
mean,
really
I
think
What
of
did
it.
Angel Reese say? She was like,
Angel Reese said, like-
we're going to look back in 100 years and we're going to say, the reason we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too. Like, no.
Angel Reese,
Who are
Angel
you?
Reese, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry, but you are not the reason people are watching WNBA.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna be
not
honest.
sorry.
I will be honest. I tuned in to 2 WNBA games this year. I didn't watch them start to finish, but I literally sat
I
down.
couldn't tell you
and
one
watched
WNBA team.
I watched an entire half of WNBA. I barely watched an entire half of the NBA last season. Now I'm very much more of an NBA.
But
fan.
WNBA game is like it's like watching the lowlights of NBA.
Well.
Well,
Have you ever seen Kendrick Perkins passing highlights? Like, then you'll know low lights of the NBA.
no,
Shout out, Bird.
and I don't know. I feel like, but like you're right. No, I think people they deserve to complain less. I just think
Yeah.
I literally tuned in.
It's just like-
to a WNBA game. That is no matter if I'm doing it because of Caitlin Clark or not. That's crazy.
still
How
did
much
it.
women's volleyball do you watch?
Oh my gosh, so much. I love college women's volleyball. It's like one of my favorite things to follow. Go Badgers all day. Our team is going to fall apart. I can't believe.
He watches more women's sports than he does men's sports.
That's not true. I watch ATP way too much.
Title IX holds
You
a
watch
special
women's
place in his
ATP.
heart.
No, that's called the WTA.
Yeah, that.
And I do not watch that as much as the ATP. I watch the ATP so much more. No, it's not even close.
I don't know what these words mean.
But Sage
Just spitting out
Damro,
letters.
Sage Damro, if you're out there, if you're watching. Sorry, I just had to
Who?
throw that out there. No,
Who?
she transferred.
Can we
she
check?
she
Check.
went, no.
What's the last
She went
Oh, we're
to
getting a text
she was
right now
a
from-
Who's that women's volleyball? Is this the women's volleyball guy?
she's one of the chicks on the women's Badgers volleyball team. I follow their whole team, but why are we sending snaps to people?
It's your
You
cousin.
send in a snap.
Oh.
All right, hold on. What was her name?
What?
No, wait, you're.
Sage.
I'll tell you after. Oh my gosh, it's a joke. It's a joke. The reason why it's a joke is because we went to.
It's
this
a
game.
joke.
No, we went
Bro
to.
does
a,
follow
we went
every
to a
single
game. We went to a game, and I followed the entire women's Badgers volleyball team. And that she was a transfer like last year, and she came to the Badgers, and my family didn't know who she was, and I followed their whole team on Instagram, and then I was like, oh, I'll go follow them on Instagram, and then my family was making fun of me for following her on Instagram, and I'm like, no, I follow her because she's a Badger, not for any other reason.
Likely story.
No, I
does sound pretty likely.
It's a literally 100%
Very
real
likely.
story. It
Very,
wasn't-
very Hayden-esque.
That's a very believable story.
I hate you guys. All right. So, anybody else got anything to say about Caitlin Clark or anything like
Caitlin
that?
Clark.
Legally,
is
no.
Really good.
Wait, Pro goes legally no.
Not like legally, but like
That sounds so wrong.
I have a life.
Next episode, we're doing a tier list for women's basketball players.
Caitlin Clark,
Not
S tier.
based on skill.
Yeah. Dude, I would be down for that.
That would
Actually,
be
that
so
would
much
be
fun.
Paige Buchers.
No way he has them already. He has a roster of WNBA.
Dude, very known player.
Yeah, Paige Beckers. Paige. that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I don't watch
Juju
WNBA.
Watkins. Yeah.
Gavin doesn't watch women.
All right. NFL highlights. You want to know? Ironically, ChatGPT only came up with one. The entire NFL season, all they said is Washington Commanders, led by quarterback Jane Daniels, experienced a remarkable revival. We could just talk about the NFL in general this season, just a quick little recap of how it's gone so far.
Sure.
I mean, it's been a solid season. I feel like all around.
First half sucked. Second half is getting better.
There was some good moments in the first.
I mean,
half.
the first- it wasn't bad, but
the
it was-
first
there was
half
just
had the Fail
so-
Mary.
Yeah.
What?
The Fail Mary in the first.
Yeah,
half.
your favorite.
Yeah.
The Fail Mary.
Bears.
The Bears. Yeah, the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bears.
Yeah.
Bears losing 10 in a row. That was pretty cool. Too.
That was pretty awesome.
I think we're at 11 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Dude, the other day I'm calling Gavin, and Gavin goes, I was talking about how good our division was, and he's like, yeah, dude, our division's so good. Every single team in our division's so good. And I'm like,
No, I said.
and he goes,
Okay,
well,
Packers.
he goes, if it would have been the first half of the season, we would have kept on pace.
We
I'm like,
started
kept on
4-2.
pace.
We started
If you kept
4-2.
on pace, you would have
You
been like
started
40
14.
and
You
4.
lost 11 games in a row.
Now we're 4-13. The thing is, Packers playoffs, Vikings playoffs,
Lions
playoffs,
Bears
Bears
suck.
They suck.
Bears suck.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is statistically on like the worst. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's not Caleb Williams. It's not Caleb Williams." It is.
It's not Caleb's fault.
Jared Goff gets pressured as many times as Caleb Williams does, but Caleb Williams cannot throw the ball.
That's because Jared Goff has two of the best running back duo in the league, hands down.
That is
also
true.
has Amon-Ra St. Brown, a top 5.
We have
probably
Keenan
top
Allen.
4
Why
wide
can't we throw to
receiver.
Keenan Allen? He was a GOAT last year.
Keenan Allen is like 34, and I'm like, it's a family of like 6 or something.
You think Caleb Williams is good?
What?
You think Caleb Williams is good?
I think if you give him time to develop, if you send him to the Vikings, he'll develop.
Of course he will. We sent Justin Fields to the Steelers.
Packers.
Now he's good. We sent Darnell Moore
I hate to be that
to
person.
the Falcons.
Darnell
I
Mooney.
hate to be
Darnell
that,
Mooney.
that
Yeah.
person, but it's not the players, it's the team.
It's everybody.
It's
It's the
the
players. It's the team. It's the
You could
coaches.
send any Bears player to like the Vikings, the Packers, the Chiefs,
And they start
even.
doing good.
and they will start doing good.
It's mind-blowing.
Chiefs even. Like they're not the best team in the league.
They are.
Literally.
You think the Chiefs are the best team in the league?
No.
Not by skill,
I'm
but
not
by
talk-
record. Yes.
I,
They
I
haven't- they
understand record-wise they're the best team in the league. They've not scored more than 30 points this year.
yeah, I know.
But they're
But
they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl.
They're still the favorites. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they get a home game and the refs are like, "Oh, wait, he missed a catch. PI."
Nah. Well, they got the championship DNA. As much as I hate to say it, like they're
Yeah,
coming
100%
off
true.
back.
Kelsey
to
was
back
so
Super Bowls.
washed.
Like this would be a third straight. Like
I honestly-
they're undoubtedly the most dangerous team.
I 100% agree. I think there are a lot of teams you don't want to play in the playoffs, and the Chiefs. Obviously, it's No dur. Me saying this is not a surprise.
Like
but
the
Chiefs
Chiefs,
are the
Bills,
number.
Ravens,
The
Lions.
Chiefs could be 11-3, and every other team could die, and they'd get in the playoffs, and they'd win the Super Bowl. Like that's just how it'd be. They'll figure out a way to win the playoffs. They always do.
They're not how
thing
you
is-
end the season at 11-3.
But like I'm
Pretty
just
impressive, actually.
The
Like-
Chiefs are like, and what was it in their first 6 wins? They won them by like 8 inches or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's
8
crazy.
combined, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the Zay Flowers. Poor
Yeah,
guy.
and then like, what was
Oh
there
my
like a missed
gosh.
field goal or blocked or something?
Yeah, by
Blocked the
the
Broncos field goal.
Broncos, yeah. And then the Raiders, the switching the call, that was so bad. I hate
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah,
got my
honestly,
TV
just
on
makes
that
me
one.
mad. It really does. I hate the Chiefs.
well, they're gonna win the Super Bowl probably.
Patrick Mahomes, if you're watching this, we'll take you on the podcast, but I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah, I like Mahomes.
Hayden
I
could
like
take off his
Kelsey.
Or, you know, like
I
any other Chiefs players, if any Chiefs players are watching, we'll take you on the podcast, but
True.
I hate your team.
Except for like
Hayden could take off. No, we hate the
Cody Hunt,
refs.
If you're still on the Chiefs, we don't want you.
Hayden could take off his glasses and make better calls than the Chiefs refs.
Hayden
Probably.
is hella blind.
Than't you for
He
that.
just
description. That is a great way to describe it.
Footnote to the conversation.
he came over to my house the other day, and he's like, okay, I forgot I don't have my glasses, and I have to take my contacts out while I sleep. So if I don't have something to put my contacts in, I'm actually going to go blind and you can drive me home.
That is true. I mean, how was I gonna get home? I can't drive.
Because you can't see. Oh my
Literally.
god.
I can't see in front of me. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
All right.
Wait,
next.
take your glasses off.
Yeah.
How many fingers am I holding up?
It's 3 or 4.
Wait, actually? 3
Yeah.
or 4?
It's
Okay.
it's 4. What? Why?
Okay, what if I go like this? Does that...
Yeah. See, this is tripping me out. Yeah. All right. Next, college football
3 or
expansion,
4.
playoffs expansion. Obviously, we haven't seen the full effects of it yet because it's not done. But what are the thoughts?
I love
Jack,
the new
this might be a
system.
sore topic for Jack.
I'm
sorry.
gonna go off. I don't want any interruptions for a solid 2 minutes.
Okay,
here.
go.
So
Okay, can I...
Oh my goodness! No one. Shut
all
up.
right. So
I'm just kidding.
quick disclaimer. I'm from Alabama. I go to college.
You're
in
not
Alabama.
from
I'm not
Alabama.
from Alabama. I'm from Wisconsin. but
Shut up!
I go to college at Alabama. I'm a huge Alabama football fan since I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. I got like a set of like action figures for Alabama, and I've been a diehard fan ever since.
Awesome.
And that's part of the reason why I went to Alabama. This 12-team playoff is great idea, fantastic idea.
It's
love
amazing.
it, love it. They're executing it so wrong. We do not need. Can I swear?
Go for it. I'll
Go
bleep
for
it
it.
out.
not need ASU getting a first round bye over who the South Carolina, Ole Miss, Miami, Alabama, not even in. You have Cam Ward, Heisman finalist, 3-loss team. Okay, yeah, lost to Syracuse, lost to Georgia Tech. Sure, Miami deserves to be in. Alabama deserves to be in. Oklahoma, rough game, sure. Vanderbilt, rough game. Okay, cool. Tennessee was a rivalry. You know, we lost that one. We beat the most ranked teams in football, in all of college football. Do ranked wins mean nothing now? Like, we're not going to keep scheduling games. We're going to play Eastern Tennessee, Northeastern College for the disabled and Pine. We're not going to schedule good games if we're not going to make the playoffs. Oh my goodness, we beat Georgia. Georgia. And we miss it to SMU, Duke, and Pitt. Do you guys not get this? SMU's best win was against a team that is 7-6 to end the season. Pittsburgh, where Jeff, my best friend, goes. They are not a good team. They are not a good team at all.
You just
Do not
dropped his
get
last name.
Sorry, yeah. Duke Blue Devils. They beat a basketball school. Holy, that's so great. That's so amazing. Oh my goodness. And then their third best game was a loss to Clemson. They didn't win. They lost to Clemson, who lost to South Carolina, who guess what? Lost to Bama. Oh my goodness. They lost to Bama. Bama deserved to be in. Bama can. Oh my goodness. Indiana. Killed by Bama. Oh my goodness, Notre Dame would be killed by Bama. Oregon, it'd be close. Probably Oregon. Ohio State, again, close. Maybe we beat them. Tennessee, we win that rematch. Who else is even in the playoff? I don't even know. Because
Arizona State University.
Arizona State, oh my goodness. Boise State, okay, we have a really bad run defense, so they probably run all over. But that's fine. Dude, I watched the first 4 games, and I was so pissed. I was so pissed off because every game had a margin of victory of like 20 points. At least Bama would keep it close. We are championship DNA, 18 national championships, for what? Just to miss the playoffs because the committee doesn't like us. Sorry.
Hey,
Well done.
that was good. That was good. That was good.
I think we should end the podcast right there.
I don't know how I
Let's end it on that.
Back to you guys. Sorry.
Back to you guys in the booth.
Jack's making a serious return to the podcast. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Jack.
Fan favorite.
Welcome back.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Sorry.
great.
Did I mess up the cameras?
Well, slightly, but I fixed it. Don't worry. Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
I think we
That was
should
wonderful.
we should finish this podcast, post it raw.
Probably not.
That's what she said.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not even gonna add anything to that because I will admit,
Yeah, I
although I'm
think
not,
Jack really summed up the college
although I'm
football
not
season.
that passionate about it because I don't go to Bama, I do agree with what you're saying. I think there's a lot of teams in a simpler way to put it. I think there's a lot of teams that would have gotten smoked by a lot of teams that aren't even in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty dumb. And I think strength of schedule needs to be taken into more and more account because, yeah, there's just teams that should not be in. I saw an Instagram reel about how he thinks there should be power rankings, which is every week in college and like 128 team power ranking. They're not just ranking the top teams. They're ranking 128 of the best Division I football teams power rankings not based off of strength of schedule, but based off of their power wins, like big wins, losses, how it all affects them.
It's the quadrant thing, right?
Exactly,
It's like
yeah.
what basketball does. I think.
Exactly,
That's what
exactly.
basketball takes into account. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that would be a better way of doing it, but we'll see if that ever happens. All right, we got one or two more topics here to cover. Actually, I swear I did not make this up. I'm not just saying it just because I'm a massive tennis fan, but the number 5 is tennis at the Olympics
Boo,
because
skip. No.
because Novak Djokovic, who is the greatest tennis player of all time, now pretty undeniable.
Wow.
I'd say.
Really hate on Serena Williams
There
just
goes
because she's a
Rafael
woman.
Nadal.
huh?
Bye bye.
Wow.
No, but he beat Carlos Alcaraz in the Olympics final, which was his first gold medal and basically solidified him in stone as the greatest tennis player of all time. So that was a huge moment for tennis in general. And obviously, if you are,
I'm being so quiet.
no, you're literally not. Okay. And with that being said, the last important thing I wanted to mention, I mean, it just says notable sports figures this year. Patrick Mahomes, LeBron James, Simone Biles,
LLW.
LeBron?
LeBron?
LeBron.
La Sunshine?
NBA superstar LeBron James.
Are we talking about the same guy?
He's not that good.
Space Jam 2 actor LeBron James.
Did you say he's not that good? He's almost 40 and he's averaging a triple-double.
He's good.
He's not good recently. He's been pretty. He took like a.
He's been playing really lazy.
He took like 10 games off. I wouldn't say lazy.
Lazy is crazy.
Oh, to a 40.
He doesn't even run
To
full.
a 40-year-old who's winning the battle against Father Time, I would not say he's lazy right now.
Did you see the Instagram post at least where like people were like talking to him? They're like, oh, like if you wanted to, how long do you think you could play like NBA at the top level? And he was like, if I really wanted to, probably like 5 to 10 more years. And then he's like,
Jeez.
and then he's like, yeah, but I'm gonna be real. I don't want to do that. It'll be definitely not that long. So that's what he said.
But give someone who needs to retire.
But he literally said he could compete. Like he thinks he could be one of the best players in the NBA for another 5 to 10 years if he wanted to.
That's crazy.
And honestly, the craziest part is I 100% believe him. Like I fully believe him.
You got some good rookies coming up. Not rookies, but like good
Yeah,
people. warming
younger
up.
players.
Yeah.
But I think LeBron. I mean, I thought that when I don't know. It's just still crazy to me that he can keep up with guys like SGA, like Ant, like just athletic specimens who are literally some of them are half his age almost at this point. And he can. Like it's ridiculous. It genuinely is insane, and I'm not trying to meat ride La Sunshine out here, but bro his longevity is something that will forever be marveled. So that's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Should Aaron Rodgers retire?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate to say.
Honestly, I hate to say it, but for his
I
legacy,
mean, he's just
yes.
become the most sacked player in the NFL. Like, what else do you have to get? You know, like, he's not winning a ring with the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is he gonna get? Like $500 bajillion million? Like, come on.
There's a part of me that really wants to see. There was a part of me that really wanted to see him succeed as a Packers fan, and I don't know. Like, I just don't get it. I genuinely don't get why the Jets aren't good because if you look at the roster, they look like they should be so good. And Rodgers was literally an MVP 2 seasons ago, was it?
Yeah, 2022.
Yeah.
And 2020.
So literally, like, not even 2 years ago, dude was an MVP. Yeah, I understand Achilles. Like, yeah, that's a huge injury to recover from. But I don't know. I'm I'm surprised with what is happening at the Jets organization. I understand they're a poverty franchise, but like I just thought, based off of what I know from Rodgers, I thought he was going to figure out a way to win because it seems like when he was leaving Green Bay, he was happy for once to play football. At the end of his time in Green Bay, it looked like he was depressed to walk out into that field in a Green Bay jersey. And when I saw him walking out to go play for the Jets this year, I was like, dude, this guy's happy. He wants to be here. He wants to win. And he goes out there and their team just sucks. So I honestly really don't know what happens. They gave him everything he wanted. He has Devontae. He has, their defense is great. He has Garrett Wilson.
Insane amount of weapons, honestly.
Yeah, I
Great
genuinely,
defense.
and I tried to make excuses for a really long time because of the fact that I am still a Rodgers fan because I'm a Green Bay fan, but there's just no more excuses that can be given.
Yeah.
Dude has to either figure out what's going on there, change teams that works for him, or retire because he can't. This is just tarnishing his legacy, and that's tough to see. So
Complete the Brett Favre
Yeah.
path and go to the Vikings.
okay, maybe not that. That would be really unfortunate, but
I don't know if we got time, but I just random, deep thinking questions. If we want to go through them, I just realized I haven't.
let me check. 1 minute. Let
We
me
got
check
second
my-
episode.
Let me check my percent. Well, I mean, we're plenty of time in if we want to end it now, or we can.
I just have like 4 questions. Like we can go through them quick. They're kind of good though. They're deep thinking.
Or Jack, do you want to do a second episode?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. So let's do it now.
All right. Would you rather everything you bought was 50% off, or you got 50 cents every time you punched a punching bag? You don't have to punch it hard. You just have to have a closed fist hit it, or everything is 50% off, but you cannot resell it for more than you bought it for.
No, everything's 50% off. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I feel like that's
the punching bag. What? You're saying like you just like get an office job and you bring that to work, so you're clicking around on your computer and you're just punching that thing. You're making 50 cents a punch.
You don't even have to have a job. You just punch that punching
Do
bag.
you know like how long it would take? Like say you punched it like
No, but like, look, you.
Okay, what's a good hourly wage these days? Like $50 an hour?
Yeah.
You'd have to hit it 100 times in an hour. That's like twice every minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so then think you're hitting it probably
Wait,
4 or
twice
5
every
times a
minute for $50 an hour?
Yeah, that
Twice every-
definitely does
No,
not
yeah,
add up.
that's $1 a minute.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
That's $1
No,
a minute,
50
60 an hour.
I'm taking the 50 cents.
Yeah,
punching
50
bag.
cents. It's almost. I get it's not unlimited money, but it's unlimited.
I think
money.
like I don't know.
You're making it a profession.
50% off isn't bad either.
It's
though.
like those
50%
questions where it's like,
I mean,
oh,
you could literally just watch a movie. You could literally sit at home watching movies all day, punching a punching bag, making money.
It doesn't have to be hard too. You just have to have a closed
Yeah,
fist
just-
hitting it.
like this.
Exactly. That would count.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I don't know. I don't like. I
That's
had one of
$5.
those when I was a kid. I had one of those. You remember those balls? And it was called like the million ball. Like it had a counter in there, and you'd bounce it, and it would up like the counter by 1 or whatever.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I tried so hard to get that thing to a million. Obviously, right?
Yeah.
After a year, I had it at like 33,000. Like, and I was with this thing like a lot. Like
what is this?
It was
It's-
like,
I know
it
what
was
you're
like
talking
kids' toys before your time. So like it was like
I'm 2 years
That
old.
is
Don't
crazy.
even.
like I would be out like playing with this thing, and then like you get tired, so you just like go away, you go do something else, whatever, right? Like I don't want to be punching a punching bag. Like
Well, you'd make it your
the
full
whole
career.
time.
It would be your career. I mean, it'd be like, okay, if you want to work a 9 to 5.
I'd rather do something. like I'd rather,
$50, $20.
I'd rather do something else and like just have everything be cheaper.
Okay.
Like 50%.
No, that's good,
That's
good reasoning.
respectable.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Would you rather get $5 million right now, $5 million cold hard cash, or everything that was less than $1,000 you get free for life, but you can't resell it? Anything more than $1,000, you have to pay with your own money, but less than $1,000, everything's free. You
But I can't resell it.
You can't resell it
With all your little.
unless you paid
loopholes.
for it.
You can get a lot. That's just free food guaranteed. That's free water guaranteed. That's
You could rent an
free-
apartment
it's
for
free,
less
yeah,
than $1,000
apartment, free utility
if it's less than
bills,
1,000.
Free electric bill, free water bill, free plumbing. Yeah.
I haven't taken
I'm
less than
thinking less than
1,000.
1,000. Yeah.
But then, like, you can't buy it. You have to work to get a car. You have to work to get a house or whatever else you want.
Yeah, but once you get
Oh
that,
yeah, but you don't have to pay rent. Like you're gonna be able to save money a lot faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like you're literally getting a full paycheck.
this one's good. I wonder what Jackson take.
Oh boy.
You have the option between 2 superpowers. One, you never have to shower. This means you never look like you never look unhygienic. You always look clean. Your hair's always nice.
But do you feel clean?
You feel clean. Yeah, everything's great. You just never have to shower, or you never have to poop. But this means you never like physically feel that need to poop. You have no like rectum problems or anything like
So
that.
The water, like the stuff, just goes away.
Yeah, exactly. You never have to poop or never have to shower. It doesn't cause any other problems in your life.
Never have to shower. I don't like showering.
I don't know. Like that shower's like my, like my singing time.
yeah,
That's where you-
facts.
that's
So
where you play-
weird.
that's
That's
where
where
you
you
I
put
was
on the
gonna say-
concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess never have to poop. Also because
Is that a
I don't like
40-second
having
ad?
I don't like
Come on.
having to go to the
Yeah,
bathroom. I don't
there's
like having to go to the
minute one
bathroom in
that's
public.
Oh my
and
That's
I
true.
can shower.
And you don't want to like break any toilets again.
Yeah.
Again,
And like
bro.
pooping, like showering, you'll always have time for it. Like in the morning, at night, like there's no excuse then not to shower.
Yeah.
But like pooping can come up at like the most inconvenient.
True.
times.
That
Like,
is
you
true.
can be out where something. Yeah, I'd rather not poop.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for watching episode 7, season 2 of the When in Doubt podcast. The camera died, so this is our outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next week. Peace.